What's going on, guys? Love out to everybody. We got UFC Fight Night, Walker versus Zhang prediction breakdown here, guys. Not gonna spend too long on this one. It's gonna be over there in Shanghai, China. Depending on what region you're in, 3 a.m. Eastern time for some people. So it's gonna be an early card. 12 fights in the card here. Before I get started, hit the thumbs up button. Also subscribe to the channel. Also check my Patreon account for my face-up predictions and prop plays. You can also donate to my PayPal account and also check out Wayne Getchy for more health and wellness. Trying to get better shape. Try to change your lifestyle depending on what food you may be eating. More of a natural way of living. Check out Wayne Getchy, right? Let's fly through this real quick here, guys. Not going to spend too long, like I said. First fight here, we got Taira versus Uran Satybaldiev. With Taira here, Taira is well-rounded from what I see. But he's hateable, though. Can get knocked down, flash knocked down. And he has a little twitch there that he has, that he's rub his eye a lot, like consistently. It's like a tick, right? He will look for the knockout though, but can get taken down. Looked okay in the contender series against Brenson Ribeiro. Got caught in a submission in that one, but he also got knocked in that fight too. His opponent here, Uran. Uran is going to have a 2-inch of height and 5-inch of reach. This guy here is pretty good. I mean, I like what I see from him. Against Bude, he looked pretty good against Bude. He looked like he could have beaten Bude on short notice. Went up in weight class though. Went up to like heavyweight, which is not his weight. He's usually at 205. But look good though. Very technical, straightforward guy. Quick at the movement, look for takedowns, we look to brawl. Sometimes can get caught with punches, but he's durable though. I like what I see from this guy more than I see from Taira. I'm gonna go with Uran here. I'm gonna say Uran by TKO in the first round, guys, but I'm not confident. Remember, guys, this card is over there in China, so a lot of these guys, some of them are from that area, from Shanghai. So go to judges. We know what happened, and every region is dependent on the part of the region you come from. If you live there, then they may favor you. Okay, so be careful with that. So I got Uran by TKO first round, guys. Next fight we got Long Zhang versus Cho Yong Yu. Long here, you're gonna have a 5-inch reach. Pretty decent dude. He's well rounded. Look to strike. Defense takedown is pretty good. Look for takedowns. But he can let me see here, slow down. Okay, he slowed down in later rounds, so when he started to slow down, you can kind of control him a little bit and maybe get some takedown on him, but overall his game seems pretty tight. Like I said, this guy is from Shanghai, so, goes to decision. They can give this guy a split decision, okay? His opponent here, you what I say from you, doesn't look bad, man. Movement, footwork looks good. Light in the foot, has his wrestling base. Look for takedown, will push the grind. Striking looks pretty good. Counter strikes, take his head off center line. Defense looks pretty tight. We look for takedowns, look for the sub. This guy is pretty legit, man. I like what I see from you. A lot of these guys coming from the road to UFC, but I like what I see from you, though, man. I like his movement. Sometimes Long can get kind of flat-footed. At times, defense is a lot better than Long. Long can get touched up a lot. I'm gonna go for you, but also remember that you is coming out of Korea, so like I said, people hometown favorites, could play a factor. Which Long is hometown favorite, but I like you. I'm gonna say you by decision, guys, but it's 50-50. All right. Next fight here, we got Yiza versus Weston Wilson. Yiza, what I see from Yiza? Yiza is pretty durable dude, well-rounded skill, striking and ground. Looks pretty good. He look for submission. This guy is a pretty all-around good fighter, man. From what I see, Gabriel Santos is a tough dude, and he went to decision with Gabriel Santos. This guy is a good prospect, and he went to decision with him. Wilson's coming out of Stephen Thompson gym there, upstate karate. This guy here is pretty hittable at times. Striking is not like Stephen Thompson's, even though his background is karate, but it's not on the level of Stephen Thompson's. It's not even close. He more look for submissions, have a lot by submission. He's gonna have the 2-inch reach, I believe. He's gonna have 2-inch reach and 6-inch height, but his striking is not that good though. He more will look to submit you, take you down and look for submissions. Is more his thing. He's very, very hittable, dude. I like Yiza all the way for this one. I think Yiza is the more well-rounded, the more skillful fighter, man, even on the ground. I think Yiza is just, this is more skill. That's pretty much it. It's more well-rounded. I say Yiza by submission, guys, first round. Next fight here, we got Michel Pereira versus Kyle Duckus. Michel here. Michel, skilled guy, athletic, explosive, you know, but, you know, he will drop the ball and he will gas out, depending on who he's fighting. But when he's feeling himself, though, he's on. When he's feeling himself, he looks like unbeatable. Like, he looks like he can be champion, you know. He's untouchable. Counter strikes, quick, blitzing, his speed is there. Finish your first round real quick, submission or knockout when he's feeling himself. Against Kyle Duckus, can he feel himself against Kyle Duckus? I think he can, because Kyle Duckus is very, very hittable. Kyle Duckus is going to have the 3-inch of reach though, but he's back in UFC after, you know, his loss against Eric Anders, and then, you know, back-to-back finishes by strikes. You know, this guy here, Kyle Duckus, he look for takedowns, he look to grind, but he does slow down, does gas out, and is very hittable. And when you start to land punches him and hit him, he just loses his composure. This doesn't look as good, get flat. You can't really trust him too much, you know. He just coming back to UFC now. With a guy like Michael's gonna just sprint on this guy and touch him up because he knows that he can do it. That's pretty much it. Kyle's gonna shoot for takedown. And Michel, when he's on and he's on and you know he can beat you, you shoot at him, he's gonna sprawl on you and just play around with you. You know, he knows who to play around with and he knows who not to play around with, and depending on who he's fighting, he will like seize up. Like he won't do as well. Like he's kind of like loses confidence in there. But when he knows he can do what he can do on you, like sprint across and flip on you and touch you up and just feel energy, like he feels the vibe, like he feels good in there, he feel himself, then he play with you. And I feel he can do that with Kyle, because Kyle is hittable, Kyle get flat-footed, Kyle is there to get hit, Kyle can get taken down, you touch him one good time and Kyle can get knocked out. I like Michel Pereira by KOTK the first round, guys. But I'm not confident, because like I said, Michel, if he's not feeling himself, he will drop the ball. 50-50. Next fight here, we got Rong Zhu versus Austin Hubbard. Rong Zhu, guys, kid is well-rounded, you know, striking not too bad, you know, can get taken down, and that's most of his problem. Can get taken down, and he can get submitted, I believe. I think that was the biggest issue, that you can grind him out, take him down, and just grind him up for a win. You know, but his takedown defense has gotten better. It all depends on who you're matching up with. You know, he got 4 by submissions losses. So this is a guy that will strike with you, but you know, after a while, if he doesn't finish you, he starts to slow down. You know what I'm saying? So a guy like Austin is a veteran, dude. Austin's one of those underdog dudes that come back and win the fight, bro. His last 2 fights are by split decisions, which you can say that he kind of won those fights. Alexander Hernandez and Medeiros. You can say he kind of won those fights. I mean, Austin is not an easy match for anybody, man. I mean, this guy's a veteran, been there, and he will push a high pace in the beginning. He will look to aggressively and grind you out for a win, man. Even if he doesn't submit you, he just grind you out and beat you up on the ground, bro. I don't trust Rong Zhu. You know, Rong Zhu got a win, you know, of Cody Steele. I mean, Cody Steele more known for grappling, but Cody Steele didn't even take him down or attempt for any takedowns in that fight. Cody Steele stood up and strike with him. So that's just playing into Rong Zhu's game. You know, I mean, if Cody Steele did push takedowns and grind, I'm pretty sure he could have won that fight. I mean, but I can't trust Rong Zhu because he would drop the ball, man. And a guy like Austin, like you're talking about a veteran guy that's been there, seen it. You know, I mean, Rong Zhu would strike and touch up. You know, Austin with 1 or 2 strikes and touch him up. But Austin has never been finished. He's durable. Austin never been finished, bro. There's always a first time for everything, but he's been finished by submissions, but he's never been knocked out. And Rongzhu, he can get submissions, but I see more of striking is more his thing, you know. But I'm gonna go with Austin. I just don't trust Rongzhu, man. I don't trust Rongzhu in this fight. I don't trust Rongzhu at all. So I'll go with Austin. I say Austin Hubbard by decision. Next fighter, we got Lunar Kavanagh versus Charles Johnson. This is a tough one. Lunar here. Lunar is well rounded, a pretty good prospect kid. He'll mix it up. Striking looks pretty unorthodox, pretty skilled kid. Wrestling looks very, very good. He will adjust on the fly. If he sees striking not doing well, he start going for takedown and look for grinding out unorthodox striking. Look for takedowns. I mean, this kid is pretty all the way around good, man. I actually like his skill set. Charles Johnson also a skilled guy, to very experienced, very, very slow starter. He will start picking it up in the middle of the second round, dude, and in third round he's on. So this guy always starts slow, man. Always, and that's his issue. Always starts slow. First one is hittable, can get knocked down. He's under 3-inch of reach, 5-inch of height, which is massive. Sometimes he can get flat-footed in the first round. He just starts very slow. All first round just starts slow. But this guy, you know, you can't sleep on him because he's a veteran and fought a lot of tough guys. He just starts slow, man. And against Lunar, he can't start slow like that. And then that's how he's going to lose the fight. Lunar's going to touch him up, pepper him up, touch him up. Maybe in the second round, he maybe try to pick it up. But then Lunar probably got one and first and second round on him already. So it's up to him to get a finish in the third. I mean, I'm not saying he can't do it, but this body shape here is pretty much similar to the guy that Lunar fight. It's the same exact height and reach that Santos has. And Santos, to me, is more aggressive. Like as the gate open, the bing, the clock ring off. You know, Felipe Santos is out the gate, straight out the gate, aggressive. You know, Santos is aggressive all 3 rounds, hardcore aggressive against Lunar. Hard out the gate, already elbows, kicks straight at Lunar, trying to go for takedowns. You know, push a high pace. You know, and gave Lunar a little problems in the first, but Lunar, you know, he composed himself, made adjustments, looked for takedowns. A guy like Johnson is not going to do that. Johnson's going to start slow. He's going to start slow. He's going to try to figure him out. Take his time for first round. That's easy for Lunar. Lunar is like, oh damn, this guy's not really doing much. Okay, so I can just breeze through him easily. You know, I feel Santos is just more of an aggressive guy and push a higher pace than Johnson does. Johnson will push that high pace in the third. So I'm gonna go with Lunar. I have to go with Lunar for that reason. Johnson starts slow. Come on, man. Since give me problems. We got come on, man. It's slowing down on me. We got Machado versus Gage Young. Machado is a next Chinese fighter here to China. Striking base not bad, you know, unorthodox striking, you know, good 1-2 in the pocket, sniper like, but been taking a lot of damage lately. Defensively is not good. Gage Young was supposed to win the Contender Series, but you know, I think Quinlan won it over him. But Gage Young will bite down, a lot of forward pressure. Can get kind of stiff with the movement at times, but like I said with Machado, he's just there to get hit, and Gage just keep coming forward and put that pressure on you. And what is with Machado, it is not very good going backwards. Chin is high up, kind of shy from the punches, hands flare up, chin is there to get hit. I'm going to go with Young. I'm going to say Young by KO TK in the second round, guys. Let's keep it flowing here, guys. Knock this out real quick. Next fight here we have Taiyilake Nueraji versus Kiefer Crosby. Nueraji here pretty wild kid, man. Very aggressive. Striking is not bad. Pick you apart, kind of sniper-like. Is kind of hittable at times. We rush forward, kind of run into shots. But it seems like he'll make adjustments. 10 by KO, TKO. But striking is technical. Going to 5-inch reach in this fight. This kid is pretty durable. Just comes at you. His opponent here, Crosby, though. Crosby is just like there to get hit, dude, and is there to get submitted. Yeah. This guy is just like pretty much just like kind of like a punching bag, And if he's gonna fight how he fights in his other 2 fights here, he's gonna get knocked out. I mean, that's pretty much it. Get flat-footed, kind of walk forward, can get submitted. I'm liking Nueraji. I'm gonna say Nueraji by KO, TKO guys in the first round. Yeah. Next fight, that's the next China fighter or the China right there. A lot of these guys are probably trying to highlight them, When you see guys like this, they're trying to highlight them. I mean, Kiefer Crosby is just like, he's just there to get submitted. He just gives up easily. Just slow out the punches. Nueraji put a pace on you and pressure forward. The striking is like loopy. It's like he just doesn't stop. A guy like Crosby is gonna have to like literally knock him out, which is possible, but I don't see that happening. So Nueraji by KO, TKO first. Next fight here, Sandhagen versus Kevin Borges. Sandhagen here is a pretty skilled kid, man. He has been improving, well-rounded technical striking. Ground game was his issue, but he's been working on it from what I see. And his takedown defense has gotten way better, dude. Against Charles Johnson, against Mitch Raposo. His takedowns was just pretty good. Takedown defense is pretty good. Striking is on point. His opponent here, Kevin, though. Kevin's going to look to strike. Skilled guy striking. He moves well, but was slowed down at times. Issue with this fight is that Sandhagen can strike. And Kevin looked for counters. So Sandhagen can strike. Sandhagen is very, very experienced guy. Seen it. Been there, seen it. Kevin is decent. Kevin looked good against Ronaldo, but Ronaldo is just freaking a punching bag. He doesn't stop punches, no defense, stop punches with his head. He just doesn't have the movement like what Kevin have. So it's easy for Kevin. A guy like Sandhagen is going to be a problem for Kevin. Because when Kevin going to punch, strike, Kevin can get countered, so he's going to be more aware. So he's not going to free flow like he did with Ronaldo. I like Sandhagen in this one. I'm going to say Sandhagen by decision. Next fight here, guys. We have Sergei Pavlovich versus Waldo Costa. Sergei here is going to have the 6-inch reach. Veteran dude here, heavyweight. This guy is pretty good. Only lost to Alexander Volkov, Tom Aspinall, and Alistair Overeem, that's it. Which are all champions, top level guys. This guy is pretty good. When he's on, he's friggin' on, dude. Pinpointing boxing. Look like he's working a lot of wrestling, which he has that in his back pocket, but it looks like he's looking to take down Waldo in this fight. Because you see, that's Waldo's weakness, or can be. Waldo is heavyweight, though. Very heavyweight hitter. Heavy with punches, athletic. Pretty durable guy, got his win over a couple. It's a good winning streak here against Lucas Andriolowski. Robelis, Ryan Spann, and Sergei Pavlovich. So he's fighting 2 Sergeis back to back. This one is like one of them fights where you're talking about big heavyweight dudes can take one shot, dude. But no, Waldo can throw over a hand and catch Sergei and knock him out. That's very, very possible. I just feel Sergei is just technical, more. I think Sergei more well-rounded, more experience than Sergei said, but that doesn't mean he can't get caught. But I have to go with Sergei. I'm going to say Sergei by decision, but I'm not confident. Like I said, Waldo will overhand, but Waldo like to back up a lot against the cage, which favors Sergei. Sergei's going to unload on him, work the body, work the head. But like I said, Waldo could come up with that overhand and catch Sergei, so be careful with that one. But Sergei by decision, guys. Co-main event here, we got Brian Ortega versus Aljamain Sterling. Ortega here, BJJ black belt. Ortega, I don't know, man. He's striking, just been looking kind of, just defensive-wise, just not good. Doesn't taking a lot of damage in all his fights against Diego Lopes. A lot of damage. Even against Yair Rodriguez, taking a lot of damage until he get the submission. He's been taking a lot of freaking damage, dude. A lot of injuries on his side, too. I don't know, it's just not looking good, dude. Against Aljamain Sterling's freaking athletic, dude. His wrestling is crafty. I mean, Ortega will look for submissions on him, but I just feel like Aljamain is just so freaking athletic, just like very composing, gonna push a high pace, you know. And Aljamain Sterling just been looking good, even though he lost. You know, he just been looking good in his fights. I gotta go to Aljamain Sterling here, guys. I'm gonna say Aljamain Sterling by decision. I just don't like what I see from Brian Ortega lately. He takes a lot of damage, dude. It doesn't look like he's in there. So Aljamain by decision. Main fight in the card there, we got Johnny Walker versus Mingyang Zhang. Johnny Walker, man, I mean, this is a dude that's been pretty much knocked out 6 times. He's just striking, just in the beginning, you know, he was flying in there, knees, elbows, looking good, looking, you know, like he could be champion, you know, just destroying everybody. But that kind of energy that he has there, that athleticism energy to go in there and spark up people, is just not there anymore. Seems more tentative, just more aware because he doesn't want to get caught in the chin and get knocked out. He just doesn't, you know, has that blitzing forward kind of, I guess, when I say killer mentality anymore. He's just nervous about getting caught, and when he's in there, like his boxing is not good, so he can't really box like that. You know, if he's in the pocket trying to throw punches, he doesn't get caught. He doesn't move his legs, flat-footed. The only thing I could see him doing in this fight is possibly going for takedowns. That's probably what I can see him do, which he has done that from before. He can probably look for takedown and submission. That's what probably he's going to do in this fight, because his brother pushes a lot of submissions and takedowns, you know, ankle locks. I mean, I could see him doing that, but that's not really, you know, his strength. But he has 3 by submissions. But if he goes in there with Zhang and try to strike, Zhang's gonna catch him. Zhang power 100% finishing rate. Zhang can get knocked out too, 3 by knockout, and can get submitted. No, but Zhang will let the hands go, you know, let the kicks go. Zhang is just more loose. He just flows with it better. Johnny Walker just doesn't flow. He just looks nervous. He looks tentative. He just looks open in there. His technique doesn't flow. Like I said, the boxing is just not there, dude. And it's just difficult to pick him to win. It's difficult to pick him to win because, like I said, he's facing a man to get hit. But if you connect to Johnny, he's getting knocked out. That's just what happened. And when he gets knocked out, he goes out like flatline. It's not like the referee's like stopping it because he's gonna get knocked out or fall over. He's like flatline, like the stiff, you know, which is not a good look. Yeah, man, I gotta pick Zhang for this one. But Walker looks in shape for this fight and look like he may probably go to wrestle, but and probably look for submission. But I still gotta go with Zhang, man. It's just that Walker's just not durable, dude. It's just difficult to pick him. So I go with Zhang. I say Zhang by KO TQ guy in the first round. Quick look at the odds here, see what we're working with here, guys. Like I said, I'll just flying through this real quick. I spent too long on this one. Oh, man. Let's see here. I spent too long on this one, man, because the event's probably going to start soon anyway. So, probably like 11 hours or so. Dyer plus 120, Uran 142. Yeah, I'm liking Uran. I think Uran's a better fighter. It's still even fight for me, though, so still be careful. Kind of even fight here, you know, which I don't disagree with. Long, well, hold on, they got 2 different odds there. Yeah, even fight, even fight in my book. It's still, yeah, it's pretty much the same. Yizar, damn, high 1400 in odds, damn. But I mean, I think Yizar a way better fighter than Wilson, dude. Wilson shouldn't beat Yizar, dude. So the odds are kind of right, but like I said, you shouldn't even be messing with this unless you're gonna go with, you know, like a prop. Your prop would be Yizar by what I say, Yizar by submission first round. Dokos and Mikel at 200 and something, I wouldn't trust that because Mikel depends on what Mikel coming here. If he feels like he has an upper hand and he can flow and Kyle, he's gonna look nice. If he can't flow on Kyle and he's like backing up and tired and things, then he's gonna lose. And Kyle gonna be underdog winner. So be careful with this one. Austin Hubbard is underdog, and they got Ruzo or Rogzo. What is it again? Rongzu. 200 and something? Hell no. I wouldn't trust that, guys. Rongzu at 200 and something? I wouldn't trust that because Austin Hubbard is a very experienced guy, veteran guy. Rongzu at negative 295, 280? I wouldn't trust that. I wouldn't trust it at all, bro. Because Austin will look for takedowns and Rongzu can get taken down, bro. So this could be an underdog win here for Austin Hubbard. I'd be very, very, very careful with this one. I like Austin Hubbard. Charles Johnson and Luna at 200 and something. I'll still be careful with this one because Charles Johnson is a pretty skilled guy and he shows it. And you know, it just depends. And you know, Chief Charles depends to start quick. Could play a different factor, but he always starting slow in the first round. So I should be careful. You know, I like Luna, but not that high at 230 because Charles Johnson could win. All right, Gage Young and Machado. Gage Young at 130, kind of close to even. I mean, that's not bad. Kiefer Cosbury, and Nueraji 500 and something. I mean, I really don't see Cosby beating him, dude. I just feel Nueraji is durable, he's just quick punching, footwork nice. Look at Crosby flat, just dare to get hit, bro. So 500 is not really bad, man. I mean, I don't really see Crosby winning the fight, dude. But still be careful. Kevin Burris, Georges, and Summer Georgian. Summer Georgian at 170, 165. I like Summer Georgian in this fight, man, but still be careful because Burgess can strike, but I just feel Summer Georgian is just more well-rounded guy here, more skill experienced guy. Sergei Spivak and Paulo Costa got Sergei at 200 and something. Now be careful, you're dealing with heavyweights. Costa, heavy hitter. So, you know, it's a possibility to catch Sergei with a punch. So when you see things like that, Sergei shouldn't be so high because Waldo has a chance to win. Aljamain Sterling and Brian Taylor just turned at 450. Yeah, man, I don't really like how Brian Taylor been looking, man, at all, dude. I feel Aljamain Sterling is just more composed, looks more healthier, just more athletic. Just seems like he's just has more energy. You know what I'm saying? Look at Ortega, just looks like something is off. You know what I mean? Johnny Walker and Zhang got Zhang at 300 and something. And I can't really disagree, but still, Zhang is not that experienced as Johnny Walker is. But Johnny Walker can't take a hit, dude. So, yeah. So that's pretty much it right there, guys. You guys keep on kicking, man. One love out to everybody. Just flying through this real quick here for you guys. Just been busy like usual. You guys keep on kicking, though. One love out to everybody. Os.